There's been widespread condemnation after a night of violence in Amsterdam. The city's mayor says supporters of Israeli football team Maccabi Tel Aviv were abused and pelted with fireworks by pro-Palestinian demonstrators after a game against Ajax Amsterdam. At least 5 people have been hospitalized and over 60 arrested. Israeli and European leaders have condemned it as anti-Semitic violence as videos of provocations from both sides spread across social media.
An image gone viral, showing what appears to be an attack on fans of an Israeli football club in Amsterdam. The Dutch Prime Minister was quick to react.
Let's say that I'm ashamed that this happened in the Netherlands, and it's a terrible anti-Semitic attack, and we will not tolerate, and we will prosecute the perpetrators, and I'm deeply ashamed that it could happen in the Netherlands in 2024.
Hours earlier, Maccabi Tel Aviv fans gathered in the center of the city to celebrate their team. It is still unclear exactly how the incidents unfolded. But videos circulating on social media show some Israeli fans damaging Palestinian flags hours before the match. And in these pictures, a crowd of Israeli fans chant anti-Arab slogans as they march toward the stadium. At the same time, pro-Palestinian demonstrators also tried to reach the stadium. Their march had been banned days earlier to prevent confrontations, but a large number still turned up. Among the many videos posted online, this one shows a Maccabi fan struggling to get out of a canal as a group of men appear to force him to chant pro-Palestinian slogans.
Say free Palestine and we go. Good.
Come here up, bitch. Come.
Several people have been hospitalized and more than 60 people from both sides have been arrested.
Earlier, DW correspondent Mhundwa was outside the stadium where Ajax Amsterdam hosted the Israeli club Maccabi Tel Aviv, and I asked her what else she knew about last night's violence.
Well, Nicole, the mayor of Amsterdam didn't mince her words when she said that there was an explosion of anti-Semitism in Amsterdam last night. We were told by officials in the city that they believe that pro-Palestinian youths sought out Israeli fans to attack after that match between these two football giants right here at the stadium last night. We know that police have now obviously taken some measures in the city. Demonstrations have been banned. Police have also been given powers to conduct preventative searches. This is now in response, of course, to the violence that was seen here last night. But it has been condemned by the authorities in this city, in this country, and everybody is now looking into what could have been the instigating factors. But as far as the authorities are concerned, you had an explosion of anti-Semitism, as the mayor of Amsterdam put it.
Christine, there were some warning signs, weren't there? There was a lot of tension in Amsterdam before the match as well.
The police confirmed that. They said there had been isolated incidents, acts of vandalism in the hours leading up to this match. And we also know that the city authorities had banned a pro-Palestinian gathering in and around the area of the stadium. But police have also now said that some of the demonstrators still tried to make their way to the vicinity of the stadium. They were held back. But even having all of these incidents having happened, we're also told that the Dutch counterterrorism body didn't necessarily see a threat to the Israeli fans. This is what the mayor has said. But there had been tensions in the city ahead of that game. In fact, some of the incidents that we've seen in the report, they happened before the match. So it was pretty clear that there would be some kind of tension. The authorities were prepared for that. But some of the violence actually happened in different parts of the city. So it was, I would argue, very difficult to get a grip on where exactly the violence would be occurring. But it appears all over the city you had acts of violence breaking out.
We heard the Dutch Prime Minister decry the events of last night. What other reactions have you heard?
Well, here in the Netherlands, there have been there's been strong condemnation. The mayor, of course, as you're quoting the Dutch Prime Minister, we also know that politically this is becoming sort of a big issue here as well. We've heard from the far-right leader here, Geert Wilders, essentially calling for those who perpetrated the attacks to be deported. He said that what he saw was Jews being hunted in Amsterdam last night. But far outside of the Netherlands, European leaders are gathered in Budapest, and there also has been widespread condemnation of what European leaders are calling anti-Semitism. They've said that it's not right and it should never be the case that Jewish people are not safe in Europe, and of course they have condemned this. We know that in Israel as well, leaders there have also condemned this. The Prime Minister in Israel has urged the Dutch government to act swiftly and harshly to deal with this and to ensure that Jewish people are safe here. They had at some point told Israeli fans to remain in their hotels. They've arranged for flights to evacuate Israeli fans to have them back home. We know that the first of those flights actually has landed in Tel Aviv today. But certainly all-round condemnation and a sense that, you know, Jewish life in Europe is under threat. The president of Israel said that he didn't think that, or he had hoped that we would never see signs like this in the aftermath of October 7th. So there is a real sense that the violence that erupted here last night cannot be taken lightly. This isn't hooliganism, but this was anti-Semitism on display in the Dutch capital, and there's widespread concern around that.
That's DW correspondent Christine Mhundwa with the latest from Amsterdam. Thank you so much.